Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. He's got him in, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Steps away to his left. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation here, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
Fields to commit there for a Chicago first. Here's Fields. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they pull off the season sweep.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31.
Off play action. Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. John Ross, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 1. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The Lions at 10-4 on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
First and 10.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there. A tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Fields going deep downfield for Ross. Touchdown! John Ross. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Bears 14, Lions nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of the yard.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Play action. It's Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll go option to the short side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, a 23-yard run. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point attempt to come here. Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Here we go.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run right here with Swift. Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They're going to look to throw. Able to find Lazard. And in for the Lions touchdown. Allen Lazard, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read,
and now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. At the line
prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Second down, another run with Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He's going to field this at the 4. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw.
He'll get this off to Swift.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2nd and 11. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. He'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Bears will get the football back. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 41, Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Now it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help the team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lions 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.